have got a situation going on. We've got to get this show done quickly.
Is her pending divorce the situation Wendy Williams was referring to on her show on Friday? Well, the Dayside talk show host served her husband and manager of more than 20 years with divorce papers earlier this week. Legal analyst Latonia Hines joins me with more on this. So you got to feel for Wendy Williams. She has a son with her husband. They've been together a very long time, as you know. And let's take a listen. She discussed her marriage before, as you know, on our show, and then we'll chat.
Anybody who's been married for 5 minutes or 500 years, you know, marriages have ebbs and flows. Marriages are not easy. Don't ask me about mine until you see this gone. And it ain't going anywhere. Not in this lifetime.
A lot has changed in a month. What do you think she's facing here? It seems like an uphill battle.
So it's so many things that are going on with her right now. In addition to the dissolution of her marriage, what about the dissolution of the business partnership? Her husband is the EP on her show.
I didn't know he was the executive producer.
He's one of the executive producers of her show. So even if the marriage is going to end, how does that business relationship end, right? That's when it starts getting messy, right? If he still stays on there, what happens? He could possibly bring the baby mama to the station. Something's got to happen with those interests, right?
So he allegedly has a new baby with this woman. Wendy Williams did talk about infidelity in the past. She has a grown son with him and said, look, while I was pregnant, he cheated, but it doesn't necessarily mean the marriage has to end. But apparently now this was the last straw for her. She was struggling with substance abuse, was very open about it.
So many things are going on. Not only do you have the substance abuse issue, and it's been long, everybody in the industry is aware, there's been long history about this infidelity of her husband. Now you've got all their evidence, right? The 2 luxury cars that they were driving while she's sitting in some type of treatment center.
Facility. He's buying 2 cars,
a Rolls Royce and a Ferrari.
Yeah.
And so those things are in her face. And so how does she deal with that at this point in time?
Well, I hope that she's mentally okay and able to deal with it. Certainly not easy for anyone and embarrassing for her in front of the public eye, but she has a lot of support in her audience. What is next? The ideal situation is a mediator, or who decides all of this?
So there's so many interests, right? Outside of, like I said, the what you call marital property, you've got this business entity of like, how are they connected? Is he connected with her production company? She has a production company for which she does some reality unscripted things that she wanted to do. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that dissolution happens. The best possible situation is for this not to be done in the public. If she's in such a fragile state, it's probably better for this not to be out there. Unfortunately for Wendy, because she is such a public person and known for being the person who talks about other people's tragedies on some levels, everybody's got a real interest in seeing what happens with her.
This is not easy, and she has a storied career, and wow, what she's accomplished in life. I hope that she can get through this, and we're thinking of her. Thank you so much to talk about the legal aspects, and I know we're going to have you back because this is far from over. Thank you so much, Latonia.